So here's a quick screencast showing you how to make an astro image of your own creation using data that's available online that you can access through Google Sky, which is an add-in to Google Earth. Just to begin from a tool that that you're used to seeing, let's begin with Google Earth. This is the Google Earth format, and in it, under the View Explore menu, you can go to Sky, and when you do, you get instead the constellations, and you can search there just like you can search Google Earth. And so I'm going to search for a well-known object, the Orion Nebula, and hit return, and it will take me there just like a good telescope will. And you see in this particular case there's a very impressive image for the Orion Nebula. What I'd like to suggest is, while this image was put together by an astroimager using Hubble and Spitzer data, the fellow's name is Robert Hurt, I believe, you can make your very own, and you can do it right through this resource. So if I move in just a little bit, focus on the Orion Nebula. Inside here, these four stars are known as the trapezium. And if I click on Orion Nebula, try it again. If I click on the Orion Nebula, I get this little write-up. I can read this, I can follow things around the web concerning it, or I can just go right to this other resource called Simbad. And when I click on Simbad, it takes me inside a browser which is actually located inside the Google Earth area. It takes me to Aladin if I want. Let's do that one more time. Simbad is this tab here. That was one link in, and Aladin is just a link over. And when I do this, I can either download Aladin or I can run it as an applet right on my desktop. That's what I'm going to do. When I do it, I'm going to see that this browser won't support it. Oops. But up here in the corner, it invites me to open it in some other browser. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to open it in Firefox. You'll see it's the same page, and this is the same software, only it's running as a Java applet. I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Load Astronomical Image. I'm going to go to the Aladin Image Server, and then I'm just going to type in Orion Nebula, and I'm going to hit Submit. I can either have JPEGs or FITS files. We'll do that another time. JPEGs are a kind of image. This isn't quite yet an image. This is more raw data than an image data. This data has particular locations for particular objects laced into it. So I'm just going to hit Submit. I'll leave it in JPEG for now, and you'll see that it gives me a whole list of options to check, and you don't know what these are unless you pay a little bit of attention to astronomy, but these are all image databases. You can tell a little bit if you pay some attention over time. Notice that this is a 60 micrometer source. That suggests that this is a microwave source. IRAS is. But there are different, or maybe it's a radio source somewhere in that neck of the woods. There are some visible sources as well, and you'll notice that their sizes are given here, and they're not all the same size. So what you might do to start with is take three that are the same size. I'm going to take the first three from the 2-mass survey. Later on you'll learn what these particular filters mean, but these are different wavelengths at which the sky is surveyed by this instrument, this 2-mass instrument. And I hit Submit, and you'll see that they load over here, and I'll come back as soon as they're done loading. Now they're indeed done loading. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to hit the RGB, and it's going to automatically load those three things in. I'm going to hit Create, and I've created my own color image. If I want to mess with the pixelation, I can do this sort of thing in order to change its coloration just a little bit, and this is how many pixels of each of these colors come in. And then finally, I can even do things like click on it and change its appearance like so until I get an image that looks like an image that I actually like. And when I get it, I can hit Save my own astro image.